Selena Gomez is bearing her heart in her and fiancé Benny Blanco's new album, I Said I Love You First, with many candid songs inspired by her past and present. One of the album's standout tracks is You Said You Were Sorry, in which Selena sings about being happy in love with the new partner, while also finding healing from a dream where an ex apologized. The pre-chorus begins, Don't think about you, happy without you, more now than I ever was. But I had a dream. You said you were sorry, said you were sorry. Sorry for everything that you put on me, Our eyes were bawling rain. We finally both forgave. I had a dream. That's all it was. That was enough for me. While Selena hasn't confirmed the inspiration behind the song, some fans online have connected the lyrics to her past relationship with Justin Bieber, with one writing in the track's YouTube comments, Oh, this is def about Justin. Just love it. Have had dreams about exes apologizing to me. And yeah, it's so freeing, even if I don't need that apology from them anymore. Another wrote, Goodbye, Justin. Welcome, Benny. Thank you for making our queen healthy, happy, and peaceful. Fans also applauded the song's attitude toward closure, with one writing, To get to a place of forgiveness and moving forward without hearing an actual apology takes an emotional maturity only pain can bring. Some people cannot move past the hurt. Others grow and become radiant, and Selena is glowing. Others gushed over Benny's support as both a partner and a musical collaborator, with one writing, The way she felt she trusts him enough to speak up all these things without feeling silly or insecure, that he would take it wrong or blame her. My God, their goals. During their Countdown to I Said I Love You First conversation for Spotify, Selena spoke about the inspirations behind all of the songs on her and Benny's album, and stressed that while the interpretation is up to the audience, their meanings can be more nuanced than fans might expect.
I would like to say most of this album has nothing to do with what everyone may go to. And I think it's important for me to say that because I've evolved so much and I have experienced life with new people. I've had to go through transitions with friends and lose people in my life and gain new people, and I've had a whole new life forever. So it's up for whatever people want, but to me it was about both of our past and our history, and also just inspired by friends and relationships. Like some songs were actually meant about friendships in my life. And I think that's what, to me, the album was about.
Selena and Benny worked on the joint album at their home in California, and their musical partnership came just as smoothly as their romantic one.
It just flowed so quickly and easily. I remember just being able to sit with you and you'd wake up from a dream, and then we'd talk and we'd write it all down. It would be like a journal session, and it just, everything started flowing so well, and I felt like, A, it was the best music we could have made together, and B, it made me feel even closer to you, not only because we could be in the same room and play all day.
Yeah, but we get to do what we love with who we love.
In addition to You Said You Were Sorry, they wrote lots of other candid songs, including the emotional track, Younger and Hotter Than Me.
I can be stuck in a season of my life and feel so weird that it's changing. But at the same time, it's like I've lost myself in so many different things, and it just goes back to feeling vulnerable.
This song just embodies that, and how hard it is to be not only in your position, but a woman in general, and nitpicked by so many different people. I think it's just like a display of who you are, where you've been, where you're going, and everything all in one, to show that you aren't this perfect person, but that's what makes you perfect in a way, at least to me.
They also wrote about the arc of falling in love, with Scared of Loving You touching on the fears that can come with new love, and Sunset Boulevard capturing the feeling of jumping right in.
Sunset Boulevard, it's like, I'm letting go, I'm free falling. It's like that moment when you start to free fall into love and you're just like, it's the best feeling in the world. You feel like you're about to get kind of hit by a car, so you get that feeling in your chest, and it's just bliss, and nothing can take you out, nothing can stop you.
Selena and Benny's own love journey sounds a lot like that, as later in their conversation, Benny revealed that he was sold on Selena by their first kiss.
I knew right after we kissed, I was like, oh wow, I'm probably gonna marry this person.
You're so sweet.
Well, I didn't say marry, but I was like, I'm probably gonna have a baby with this person.
That's so cute.
It was a winding road to get to that point in their relationship, though. Sel and Benny had been friendly and worked on some music together over the years. But it wasn't until 2023 that things turned romantic. And as they said on the Today Show, it ended up being perfect timing.
I probably hadn't seen you in a couple of years, and then he came into the studio, and I don't know, I believe in timing, so I think it was nice. I've known him for so long, but so it built a friendship for us. It was sweet.
It just feels like everything's easier, you know? It's when we've known each other for so long, then we start working, then we fall in love. It just felt like it all happened at the right time.
Yeah.
Once they started dating, they felt the love fast, though Selena was the first to drop the L word, as their album title references.
When we first started dating, she had hand surgery, and she was coming out of anesthesia, and she just goes, "I love you." And I said, "What?" And she goes, "I love you." And I said,
I don't remember.
I was like, "Go back to bed." And then, no, she said it a few times as a mistake, and then I was in New York City, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I have this whole thing planned, and I was laying in bed with her, and we're like about to say it, and then she says it before me. She steals my moment.
Yeah, I did.
Stole the thunder.
She stole it.
Last December, Benny and Selena revealed that they were engaged. Benny planned a surprise picnic for his proposal, and Sel had no idea it was coming, so much so that she nearly bailed on their plans, as she told Jimmy Fallon.
I woke up and I was very confused on what was happening, on where we were going, because it seemed kind of far. So I'm kind of a little grumpy. I'm like, I really am tired. This is too far. So then I tell him, I say, after this shoot, I'm going to go hang out with my friends. And he starts, I guess, going, okay, sure.
Luckily, Benny was able to convince her to come, and he joked about the pressure of having to withhold information from someone you love.
Getting engaged to someone is the craziest thing in the world. It's like, right before you're gonna tell someone you're gonna be married to them forever, they're like, show me how good you can lie to me. It's the hardest thing in the world. It's so hard. And
I didn't think about that, but yeah.
I tell her everything. So it was like, she was just upset with me because like the day before I was like making bad lies and like.
Where was the ring? Did you have it like hidden? Was it in a box somewhere? Was it in the?
It was in a box, and I had it hidden in a bag that I thought no one would go in. It was the scariest week of my life.
Yeah, dude, I remember this.
For now, they said wedding planning is not at the top of their mind as they focus on celebrating the release of their album, a project that has brought them even closer together than before.
It was actually an exploration of each other's present, past, and future. So the music was very fun but cathartic because we got to get to know each other on a deeper level. And
were you afraid that you were gonna like kind of get tense?
I was like, in the moment, if we start bickering, we're not gonna do it. But he's just really, he's so gentle and such a good communicator.
I love that. It's just so many different sounds on here, and I just go, oh, this was totally made with love. Two people that like get it. It was awesome.
Thank you so much.